Hey guys, it's time for another book haul. I feel like I just posted a book haul literally 2 weeks ago, but here we are again. I have received several books and I want to show them to you. So let's get started, shall we? Let's do this thing. Let's do it. Yeah! The first book I have to show you is the BOOKSPLOSION book of the month, and that is Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins. Now I know what you're thinking. This book cover is very girly, and I try not to judge books by their covers. And let me tell you, I have started this book, and it is amazing so far. It is hilarious, the humor is just spot on, and there is so much action, so much more action than I thought there was gonna be. So I really like this book so far. Is it a girly cover? Yes. Do I care? No, because the book itself is so good guys. You guys need to get your hands on this. We're doing this for the BOOKSPLOSION Book of the Month read along, so definitely pick this book up if you get the chance to. It's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. And the live show for this book will be on May 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Poland Bananas Books channel. So you're definitely gonna wanna pick up this book and read it and join us because it's so good. I can't even, it's so good. The next book I got is one that I am just ecstatic for. It is one of my most anticipated 2014 releases, and that is Noggin by Cory Whaley. I have been waiting so long for another Cory Whaley book. It is ridiculous. So I am beyond excited to have this in my hands and to be able to read it. I'm kind of going into this book blind. I know a little bit about the plot, but that's what I did with Where Things Come Back, and I was blown away. So I'm kind of trying to avoid knowing anything about the plot before going into this book because I just want to be blown away again. But I do know that it's about this guy who gets his head chopped off and put in a freezer, and then it's attached to somebody else's body. So what? But yeah, it sounds really interesting. I'm excited to read it either way. The next book I got is Love Letters to the Dead by Dellaira, and basically this book is about a girl who is assigned to write letters to dead people. I know that that sounds a little bit weird, but I am intrigued. And this is also blurbed by Stephen Chbosky, who wrote The Perks of Being a Wallflower, which is one of my all-time favorite books ever. So I have high hopes for this book. I hope it doesn't let me down. I was talking to Jillian from Bookish and Nerdy, and actually she was the one that kind of convinced me to buy it. She's like, I read it in one day, it was so good. And I was in the middle of replying to her and I was like, screw it, I'm buying it. I went on Amazon and purchased this baby, and here it is in my hands. I'm so excited. So excited. Oh yeah. And the next book is one that I would not normally pick up on my own, but I was really interested in the plot, so I decided to go ahead and pick it up, and that is The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafon. Probably just butchered that name, but that's okay, let's move on. This book takes place in Barcelona in 1945 after the Spanish Civil War, and we follow this guy named Daniel who finds this book called The Shadow of the Wind. So he picks it up and he sets out to find more works from this author, only to find that the rest of this author's works have been completely destroyed. So he gives himself the mission to figure out what happened to this author and why all his works have been destroyed. And it sounds like it's going to be really interesting. It's historical fiction, not something that I would normally read, but either way it sounds really interesting and I'm curious to see how I enjoy it. I also picked up a companion novel to The Shadow of the Wind, and that is The Prisoner of Heaven. And I saw this in the bargain section at Barnes & Noble and it was like $5, and I was like, I must have you. Even though I haven't read The Shadow of the Wind, you are $5 and I will have you. You are mine. Ha ha ha. Welcome to the family, bud. So those were the books that I got for myself. The next books I will be showing for you are ones that I received as gifts from some of my beautiful subscribers. You guys are amazing. Seriously amazing. These first two books I got are from Mara, who is from Switzerland, which just blows my mind that somebody in Switzerland is watching my videos. Hello, Switzerland. I want to visit you. That would be awesome. But anyways, she got me The Mark of Athena and The House of Hades, both by Riordan. And I was so pumped when I opened the box and saw that these books were lying in there. And it was just so wonderful. So thank you, Mara, so much. You are the best. Can we just have a moment? These are just, they're beautiful. Okay, I'm done. I'm not gonna cry. Not gonna cry. And then Ellie, who is Team Paul Forever here on YouTube, sent me Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, which is a book that I've been meaning to read for a super long time. When she said she sent me this book, I just flailed because I know that so many people in the booktube community have read this book and loved it, and I am hoping to read this book and love it as well. We'll see. Maybe I won't love it, but either way, I'm excited to have this book. So thank you, Ellie. You're awesome. And then a viewer from Brazil, Sylvia from Brazil, a person in Brazil watches my videos. Holy crapiola! So mind-blowing when you just just mind-blowing when you think about it. Okay, anyways, she sent me The Desert of Souls, a novel by Howard Andrew Jones. And honestly, I put this on my wish list because I looked at the cover and I was like, Aladdin! I know that that's probably not a great reason to put something on your wish list, but either way, I'm really interested to see how the story goes because I know nothing about the plot. It just looks really interesting, and hopefully it is a little bit something like Aladdin because that would be awesome. Thank you so much, Sylvia, for sending this to me. And then a viewer named Olivia sent me the Shadowhunters Codex, which is a companion to the Mortal Instruments series, and I'm really happy to have this because I plan on marathon reading the Mortal Instruments series this year, so really excited to have this now, and it's so freaking beautiful. There's like illustrations throughout it. It's just awesome and really nice. I think that it will be really helpful to have because I know that it's kind of a guide to the Shadowhunter worlds. Thank you so much, Olivia. I really appreciate it. And finally, my aunt, who is the best ever, sent me several things off my wish list. She spoils me so much. The first thing she sent me is the Kane Chronicles by Riordan. Oh, I was so excited when she told me that she had purchased this for me because I am really fascinated with the Egyptian culture, so I am pumped to read these books. I think that I will really enjoy them and I am excited to get into them. Hopefully I'll get into them soon. I will show you guys the covers because they're really nice. First we have the Red Pyramid, the Throne of Fire, and the Serpent's Shadow. The box set also came with this cool poster, so that's really nifty. I was excited when that came in there, even though I probably will not hang this up. And finally, she sent me Stormdancer by Jay Kristoff. This is the first in an epic fantasy Japanese steampunk series. It sounds awesome. This is about a girl and her warrior father who are sent to capture these things called griffins. And they're basically sent to go capture these things for their leader, and if they fail their mission, their lives are basically over. I think this will be a very different read for me, and I'm really stoked to get in it because it just sounds epic. Oh man, so those are all the books I got. That was a lot. Yeah, a lot of books. My TBR pile is becoming daunting. I don't even care. I love books. I just can't help myself. I just can't help myself. Let me know down below what books you saw in this haul that you were excited about, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Later! Ah! I'm still here. Kind of. Ah!